What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield. So fun story for you. I stepped away after ending the last video. I stepped away from the Xbox for a minute to go into the other room and just do some adulting. I had to do some dishes, a little bit of cleaning. I was gone out of this room for maybe 30 minutes. And when I came back, the game had crashed. And when I restarted the game and loaded it up, distressingly, I found that I had not saved my game at the end of the last recording. So I had to do a really frustrating amount of replaying this area. The last save I had was an autosave of me coming downstairs to the underground lab for the first time. As you know, in the last video, I played through the entire first section of the underground lab, which was pretty extensive, and I made it to the second section where I am right now. I had to redo all of that. It took like 35-40 minutes to do. I was not a happy camper, so I am starting off this video in a bit of a bad mood because that was not fun. I will say though, I was able to use the rifts, I guess I'll call them, to get around all of the master locked doors that I had to pick 2 of them last time. I didn't have to pick either of them this time. I was a bit more of a smart cookie. So that made me feel at least a little bit better about it, but oh boy. Well, we're back now. I am like 90% sure this is exactly where I left off the last video, in this hallway. We reached like the second section of the lab. My new quest objective is to override the lockdown in the accelerator section. So we're here where the particle accelerator theoretically is, and we're gonna go see what we can do about that. So something I discovered, so it wants me to do something downstairs, it looks like. I found that, when I'm in the other dimension, a lot of these security doors are already open. It looks like I can just wholesale open this door. Yeah, let's do it. This is in the happy dimension, so there's no monsters, just robots and turrets. Speak of the devils. I was trying to look around and see if there were any security cameras that I could take out to maybe save myself a little bit of grief.
Total
Yeah, that's covered me a little bit.
failure.
Alright, where is... Hello? Okay. Just go back up these stairs for a minute. Get a little healing in. This game has a real thing where the enemies won't chase you. I mean, just as I said that, the enemies are being cooperative, but... Considering these robots jumped, I think we're gonna find that what's left mostly is turrets. The turrets are honestly the worst. They have just perfect aim, and they do more damage to me than... anything else in this game. There's really no need for me to take out the cameras, but I'm sort of taking them out of vengeance, you know? Caused me all this grief already. Interesting. So, there's another secure access door. I know I can probably get through all the secure access. Oh god, these robots are going to activate and come at me. Where does it want me to go? I think I've lost the plot here a bit. So through this secure access door. Are there any anomalies near here that I can use? No, it's just not worth trying to be stealthy here. I mean, I saw there was very clearly one upstairs. I may just have to hope that this room is mostly intact in the other dimension. I don't know why I'm picking this lock right now. It seems like a waste of my time, if I'm being real. I don't think there's any hope of there actually being something useful in this. But, I mean, I guess you never know. Oh boy, an Eon. So glad I did that. Definitely not being sarcastic. Yeah, I know there was a ton of bug creatures in this room. That's probably the price I'm gonna have to pay there. Oh god, please. To be able to use this device. So this is just completely collapsed in this dimension. Like no hope. Yeah, I think this was just a trap. Wow, wow. I'm getting hit and poisoned from a thing I can't even target because it's on the other side of the... They're doing lob shots at me. Not very fair game. I mean, let's clear out all the aliens in this room so I can use this dimension freely if I need to. But I don't think it's going to be useful for my current objective. Like, it looks like it's quite deliberately caved in such a way that you wouldn't be able to reach that objective from this dimension. So the method I used before... Where are they coming from? I swear, I looked around this whole room and didn't see anything. And then they're, like, coming out of the woodwork here like this one. Are you alive? Guess not anymore. I mean, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. It's meant to be a puzzle. We're just gonna have to solve it. And, I'm not gonna get any closer to solving it. In that dimension. Like, part of me just wishes these robots would activate so I could deal with them, but I guess me taking out all the cameras is just, made this a better situation for me. So now I see why there's no, warp thing or rift down here. But I am feeling a little bit stuck right now. Gotta be honest. Like, there's the rift up here. There's a rift in this room. Where did I actually enter this room from? Because now I'm feeling really disoriented. And I'm not sure how I even got in here. Well, there's a door I can actually open. So that's good. I mean, but before I open that door, I'd really like to reestablish the path I took to reach this room. Because I feel like I'm in a closed room now, and I'm not sure how I managed to do that to myself. Did like one of the security doors slam shut when I got into this room? It doesn't feel like that's what happened, but maybe? Like I became trapped in here and that's part of the story? Part of the puzzle? But I don't feel like that's what happened, was it? Like, I'm frustrated enough that I might even load my game just to, like, establish how I reached this room, because I'm totally stumped how I even got in here at this point. And that's, frankly, quite distressing. What, did I get in here in the other dimension? I don't think I did. I'm almost certain I didn't. Did I enter this room from the bottom floor? I don't think I did that either. I think I am genuinely going to have to load my game just to establish how I reached this room in the first place. Like, I don't want to because I've looted a bunch of stuff in this room. I've picked locks. I killed the aliens in the alien dimension in this room. But how in the actual flip did I... Oh, here it is. Oh, thank God. Okay. Goodness. I warned y'all I was starting this episode out pre-stressed out. And it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. Okay. Well, I really am sick of being poisoned, so I'm going to use one of the 8 items I picked up to deal with poison. Antibiotics? No. Heart plus? No. Mobile? No. Injector. Alright. Get myself back up to full health and everything. I think there must be some way to advance that I'm missing. In this other dimension. So let's go to the other dimension. I mean, I have access to this in the other dimension. Oh yeah, and that lock I can pick. True. Oh, true. You know what, though? I think I was way overcomplicating things. Because look at this. There's bugs in here, but... Like, this is the room I'm trying to reach down here. And there's a warp thing right here. Goodness. I way overcomplicated that for myself. Just got myself a key card. Bunch of med packs. Digipicks. And I assume this is the... Oh my goodness. Master lock, really? Yeah, 2 things in this game I'm never expecting to have locks on them. Oh, excuse me, lockers. Which, I mean, locks in the name, so no excuse on that one. But the computers in this game, I mean, I know Bethesda likes to put locks on computers in their video games, like, kind of a trope with them. Like, certainly there were a lot of computers in Fallout that you had to, like, hack into, right? I mean, it was a whole different skill, but it was there. And it was a lot of computers. But in this game so far, it's been pretty few and far between with the computers you have to hack into. Alright, alarm. Off. Turrets. Friend. Robots. No. Cancel. Friend. Alright. What do you think the chances are that this is just the exact same terminal, but they like double it up for aesthetic reasons? Oh, I really want to believe. I want to believe it's the same. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this lock, and I'm fighting a battle against my OCD brain and being like, no, you do not, I repeat, do not need to hack into that computer. It's the same. They just put it there for aesthetic reasons. You could have hacked into either one to gain access to what you already gained access to. It's a master lock. Do not waste your time on that computer. It is a waste of your time. Crap, it's not though, is it? Because override the lockdown in the accelerator section. Oh, it is though, maybe, because it's out there. Right. Right, so I have to go back to Scaryville. Actually, maybe I don't. Well, I do. I don't need to go back to Scaryville, but then I also need to, like... Where's the other rift that was it? Well, I mean, I guess there's one up here, right? It's time to pick that lock, I think. Ugh. Pretty please game? Can I get up here? Alright, because there was a blocked door I could actually go through. Oh, I don't even need to pick it anymore. Well, that opens up to me having a rift, but... Eh? Alright, whatever. Let's click this rift. I mean... There's gotta be a reason behind that, right? Oh, look. Oh, this is like... Wait, I need to see this again from the normal dimension. The door, and then this wall. This is just a wall. How does it make sense for this to be like an opening? It looks like a real, like, intentional door. I mean, I guess you're supposed to presume that the wall has broken down, but I don't know, that one's a bit of a stretch. That one's a bit of a stretch. Got another broken computer, but we do have a rift in here. Let me just do a quick survey of the room in the scary world. Doesn't look like there's anything to see here. It's weird that all the security settings were on one terminal on the other side of the, like, whole zone. But this one security setting involving the lockdown is here. Guess I didn't have to deal with this stuff because I already went to the other side first. So I feel like maybe I did that in the order you're supposed to, or some such. Didn't I just override the lockdown? Why? Maybe I didn't click it? Status emergency lockdown override. Right. So then why no override? Why no override? Why not override it? I'm very confused. But all the doors are still shut. Hello? Override the lockdown in the... It still says override the lockdown. It now is pointing me over there. I'm actually extremely confused. I guess it opened this one security door. It's this like ghosty part of the mission here that I'm doing is like so like unrealistic and bizarre and just like video game questy that it's all breaking the immersion for me a little bit. Like, hello? Why do I have to go in here now to do this? Again? Override it again? Lockdown active. Facility damage detected. Multiple system failures detected. Explosion in high energy research lab. Yeah, I know. Lockdown override. Okay. Alright, we're back to get to the lab. Like, having to go to 3 different computer consoles in this one area to like override the security just is like, what? How does that make any sort of logical sense? I do love this the particle accelerator they have. Like, that's these pipes are that are running through the like several rooms here are the particle accelerator. Like, they did a good job. Like, I believe that I'm looking at a particle accelerator. I can't help but notice though that door is still shut. 77. Like, I have to believe that this is where I've advanced to, is this room. This room is like the next room, right? Like, where am I supposed to go if not to this room? I'm fully like conscious of the fact that I'm complaining way too much. I was hoping that once I got started on playing this game, I'd be enjoying it so much. This is such a cool mission that my bad mood would go away, but it's not gone away, and I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get back in the spirit of things here if I can. So what do if I have this out? I'm not even getting the arrows on the floor that I usually get. Wait, am I supposed to go this way? This is where I already came from, but I feel like the game's telling me to go back? Yeah. Wait, was this I'm missing something for sure. Let me head back out into the accelerator room here. Were there any other paths that opened up due to me ending the security lockdown? I know I saw this one down here, but it's blocked by... I mean, I feel like I could move these plastic bins out of the way, but... the security door didn't open when I overrode the lockdown 3 times, or however many times I actually overrode it. So that can't be the way. These 3 doors are just the robots, right? Right. This is access tunnel. Accelerator mainframe. I mean, this room's a big dead end, and then there's just that closet over there. Like, this room is new. I didn't have access to this room before the thing I just did. So I've got to assume that there's a way to progress from this room. Is there a rift in this room that I can click on and then maybe go through that access door? That would certainly be like an understandable way to resolve this problem. I'm feeling like there's not, though. At least I'm not spotting it. Where's the nearest rift? Alright, I'm gonna click on this. See, everything here is very caved in. Yeah, being back in this dimension does not feel useful. I'm gonna go back. Sorry, bumped my mic again. Like, if there was a rift in this room, I do feel like that I could put to use. But there is not. There's very noticeably not. I'm looking for like vents in the ceiling or in the walls that I can open. I can't even get... No, I guess I can get to this corner, but not useful. I already picked that open. Might as well take the ammo, I guess, but like, I don't know how to get through that door. Yeah, I'm real stumped. I'm real stumped. Yeah, just caved in. Caved in, just all over the place caved in. I mean, I feel like it has to be. It has to be this room. But I already feel like I've searched this room to exhaustion already. I feel very defeated. I've never in my life had to like look up a guide to like Bethesda mission before, and I really don't want to do that. So you may have to put up with me running around in circles for quite a while. If it takes me longer than I'm comfortable including in the video to find this, I might edit out the search. But I feel like there's got to be something really, really obvious that I'm overlooking. Oh my god. There is a rift in this room. How many times? Never mind. Forget it. I must have walked directly by that thing 100 times. Like minimum 100 times. I'm actually so floored. I think me having the light on my weapon or whatever on my suit, I guess it actually is, or helmet, did me a disservice there. So the door I thought might be open with me going to this dimension is not. But there is a creepy crawly tunnel here. Uh-oh, that one's coming for me. Lots of creepy crawlies in here. Oh boy. You're dead, right? I guess I can't go up that way. Good golly, I'm so sorry. Let me, I'm actually going to take a second to turn off my phone's ringtone because apparently I'm the most popular person on Earth today, and every time I try to record a video, my phone starts ringing off the hook. It's just spam calls, but they're really going crazy today. Okay. Please sigh. This is a pretty depressing start to a video here. I'm hoping it gets better. Oh my god, where? What? How? And all the other questions too. Where are all these enemies coming from? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Before we go and return to the happy dimension, although I'm kind of anxious to get back there at this point. See, there's another return to happy dimension thing up here. Right, this seems like the smarter one to use. What would be the purpose of the one down here? Like the one down here is like deep in this like this is gonna teleport me inside a wall and kill me, right? Oh, no, apparently not. There's still credits in that chest in this dimension. Oh my goodness. This place is kind of creepy even in the happy place. Wait, I'm actually really disorientated right now. Take me back to the scary place, I guess? Where did I find... I found a way up and a, like... Yeah, I found my way up there somehow. Previously. This strikes me as a much smarter play. I think that other one's just a red herring. Or a way for you to quickly get those credits. Yeah, look at this. This is... Oh, there's a whole floor and stuff here. I can see why I wasn't able to get in here otherwise. I see that there's a rift in here if I want to go back to the scary place. Except on this side of the thing. Oh, balls. As soon as I saw that robot there, I'm like...
Catastrophic damage. Damage all systems.
Dude, the game, I got like clipped on that wall and couldn't get back to the door. It really made me nervous I was going to die for a minute there. Probably used more bullets than I needed to there, but I was panicking. I feel like I've destroyed that turret 3 times now. Hopefully it's actually dead this time. Apparently it's not. Another turret. Well, that was super fun. So what I want's on the other side of that secure access panel, but I assume there's some reason that I have access to this big old room. There's a rift here. I think when I'm in this dimension, we're going to leave my light off. Although now I can't see what I'm looking at. Ah, yes, a research lab. Let me just do some research on the fly. Oh, here's the turret and robot control. No signal. Right. No signal from the robots either. I've taken care of it all. Let's disarm that alarm at least. Although it seems to have stopped blaring at this point. So that all that this room has for me is the means to turn off the robots and stuff. Guess it's not the worst thing. No, I'm not gonna pick an ammo case. Presumably all those can ever have in them is ammo, right? Alright, let's go to this scary place. Oh no, that doesn't help me, does it? Or does it? Well, I mean, I guess I can reloot the ammo in this dimension. I can deal with some scary bug things, maybe. That's always fun. Oh, I see. This is open. So maybe it actually does help me. I'm not sure if I looted these lockers in the other dimension, but we'll have to go back and see in a minute here. Oh god. I put so much effort into not looting that reactive gauge, and I ended up getting it anyway. Okay, I'm not sure how I want to approach this puzzle. Let me just go back to the regular dimension for a minute so I can reestablish like what I do and do not have access to in this dimension. So this door is open in this dimension. Was there a rift in this hallway? There's not. There's one here. And if I do that rift, I don't have access to that hallway, and I actually... That's all kinds of bad for me, actually. So let me go back here. Alright, so I did want to check these lockers. Nothing really worth... Oh, crit stick though. Nothing else worth taking. Let me go back. I've already handled the enemies in this room, so this is presumably leading me towards where I'm needing to go. Oh, nice. The goo that these critters live in is, or produce. Although I'd prefer to think live in over produce. Is radioactive, apparently. Bet I can't destroy turrets in this dimension and have it carry over. I accidentally blew something up over there that caused a fire, and I'm kind of concerned it's going to keep burning from now until the end of... Never mind. Just ignore me. I mean... You know, let's get a good, thorough search of this room in the scary place before we go dimension hopping, shall we? Bethesda hasn't been putting a lot of hidden things in sneaky corners in this game, so although I might be trapped now. Uh-oh. Okay, phew. I was like, please don't make me reload. That scary moment has made it really obvious to me that I haven't saved my game in a while. So we're definitely going to be saving my game like immediately. Alright, looks like this is the one we're going to want to take. They've even got like the quest objective or the quest marker on this specifically, this node. Let's
Controls
go!
are available on designated security terminals.
Uh-huh. Override the lockdown in the storage section. Override lockdown, storage section. Get to the lab. I like how it keeps saying, like, get to the lab's my objective, but then it's like, just kidding, you actually needed to do this, that, and the other thing first. Ha 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 ha. Yeah? Oh, beautiful. I think I might actually be disabling the robots and things before I have to deal with them for the first time in this whole map. Oh, it feels really good. Well worth the lockpicking to get access to that. And now the security doors are open. Yeah, these robots probably would have been attacking me at this point if I hadn't done that. Right, this is where I came from. Access tunnel, high energy research lab, this way. Okay. I like that. Wait. What? Oh, right. So this is that blocked door I saw way earlier. This is more of the particle accelerator. Sort of gives away where the positioning is, which is nice. Have a better feel for where I am in this giant facility. Yeah, I think this might actually be the final area before the high energy research lab. I am taking a very clear note of the rift here. Stairs, lounge, high energy research lab, all through this door, which is locked. Right. Once more onto the breach we go. A nice, happy open door in this dimension. Another nice, happy open door. I mean, it's very tempting to just immediately go back to the happy place, but I have a feeling this door will be shut if I do. My quest objective just updated, so let me survive this encounter with the nasties here. Wow, I don't know what my quest objective updated to, but something insane. Because I've got like 30 quest markers on the screen right now. Poisoning became worse. I thought I had cured my poisoning. How can it become worse? I'm gonna die. There's apparently an infinite number of creatures in this room attacking me. Like they do like genuinely seem to keep spawning, no matter how many of them I kill. There's at least a dozen at the top of the staircase right now. Alright game, do I have a minute to look at my quest and figure out what changed to cause this whole room to light up like a Christmas tree? Disengage power interlocks, 0 out of 7, or switch universes. Oh, right. This is where that comes into play. I have to choose which universe to save, which universe to preserve. Okay, well, okay. I'm gonna go back to the normal universe in this room. Same quest objective, but different universe. Let me see what we got going on here. I'll take that as kind of side grade. We'll take some bulk tranquility too, why not? Hazmat suit. I've killed all the nasty critters in the other dimension. Okay, so, right, this door's shut, can't get through it. Gotta go to the other dimension to get through the door. I can switch dimensions here. I mean, is it really a decision? I can save one life or I can save many lives, right? I think, like, none of those scientists really rubbed me the wrong way or anything like, I think I should save them, right? I mean, it's tempting to do it in the other dimension where I've already dealt with all the security systems in the form of those bugs. Like now I've got to deal with a very dangerous situation in here. Lots of turrets and robots and shit, but
System failure.
exactly a trolley problem. There's no inaction option here. I need to choose one or the other. So we're going to choose the one that saves the most life. Why am I still showing so many hospitals on my radar? Why am I taking damage? What the hell? Where's it coming from? Oh my god,
I am unable. Repair.
Help? What is happening right now?
Damage. All systems.
I'm actually like panicking, that's why I'm like shooting so wildly. My adrenaline's on like top, like the last thing I wanted was to have to reset this whole room again, which seemed like that was about to happen because I almost died. Taking out all the red dots were going to make them go away off my radar so I can relax and think about this, because as I was disabling all those things, I was thinking about the like repercussions of this mission. Where are you? One last devil that I must take care of here. Down here? Where are you? I will not rest until every red dot is dead. I am gonna find you, red dot. Aha! I apparently have internal bleeding and cramping. Let's see what my situation is here. Severe poisoning. Okay. I think I'm maybe to a point where I don't... like where it's okay for me to heal snake oil poisoning? Yeah. Okay, that'll work. Okay. Okay. So there's one interlock left down there. But what exactly is happening here? They're like, it's like a bunch of lasers firing at this one. Oh, it's the artifacts in there. Artifact Lambda is right there. So the thing that I've been thinking about as I've been disabling these is I can sort of understand the scenario if I were to resolve this in this dimension. Presumably all the secure access doors in this place would open. And then I would then theoretically be able to just walk out of here, right? But if I go to the hell dimension, there's still robots yet to be dispatched here. I guess I've taken out all the security cameras, so I'm probably fine. If I go to the hell dimension and I do it there, saving that one dude, how would I even get out of here? Because the whole place is just collapsed, right? I'd be buried. Huh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm not sure. This is actually really interesting. I'm curious what happened in for both decisions. I think I might save my game here. I think I'm going to save my game here so that I can check and see what the other path leads to. Because my curiosity is very high. But I mean, we're going to obviously do it in the Intact Lab here. And not the Hell Dimension. Shut down the probe. I half expected these lasers to stop firing as soon as no, I guess I just... Yeah? This is what they consider probing something? Because holy crap.
Catastrophic damage.
Is that a level 2 Model A that came out of the woodwork to attack me at the last minute? Still playing the You're in Combat music.
The security lockdown has been terminated.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Okay. I should report back to the director. Wow, just... Game doesn't want to give me any sort of guidance on how I would go about... Well, there's a door that says exit. Maybe I should just listen to that. I guess this wasn't open before. I don't remember seeing it. Little bit of reward at the end of the mission. Oh, and it takes you right back here. That's nice. I do love me a looping dungeon. I was really worried about finding my way back through that gigantic facility. Boy, it wouldn't have been nice if I'd been able to just laser cutter that door down at the beginning. Save myself all that trouble, right? Oh, she is just waiting for me. Hi.
There you are. Welcome back. Ethan, how are we doing?
Research levels back online. Definitely some damage, but it could be a lot worse. We will have to replace a few robots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a small price to pay, all things considered.
This is a lot to take in. Artifacts, multiple universes.
Yeah, I did kind
Look
of
on the
spill the
bright side,
beans
dear.
on everything to
Just
these random
imagine
strangers.
the papers you'll publish.
If anyone even believes us.
I am curious, though. Why did you decide to stay here, with us?
Wow. I mean, this is the real reason. This is an interesting dialogue choice. Raphael died to save you. I wanted to honor that. You have something to offer me. He didn't. That's super selfish, and I don't know. In the other universe, you were all dead. This was the better outcome.
Maybe so. Still, it must have been a hard decision.
It honestly
Our next
was.
supply ship will be arriving
We don't
soon.
have to talk about
I'll
the
have a
save
full
game I
report
have
ready
before
for
I
them.
made that decision.
For now, I'd like to extend our gratitude and what compensation I can offer for everything we put you through. Thank you.
Well, I really just.
This has
Ooh,
been
hello.
a truly remarkable experience.
Alright, I'm going to wait for the user interface to calm down, and then I'm going to try to look at what we just got. We just got like 20 things. And about 30 quest updates to go along with the 20 things, so... Yep, just, let me know when you're done, UI. No, you take your time, you take your time. You keep on popping up as long as you need to pop up. We all done now? Holy crap-a-moly. Did I get a new weapon? I don't even freaking know anymore. That was so many pop-ups. I mean, I know I did get a new weapon as part of this quest, but... I think this is what I got? Incendiary Advanced Experimental... Nishima Spacesuit? It's a thick boy spacesuit. It's really disappointing that this is pretty much the final main story quest of the game, and they gave me an advanced spacesuit. Like, I already have a superior one. There's no way I'm going back to an advanced one. Like, it could have all the best perks in the game on it, and I'd still be like, yeah, no. I just got the superior Constellation spacesuit, weirdly. It seems like really weird timing for the game to give me that. That is a superior spacesuit, though, but I mean, I have a superior legendary spacesuit, so... Superior Trackers Alliance Skip Pack. I think that's just something I picked up during this quest. I think I got a helmet also. Yeah, we got a helmet to go along with it. It's also advanced, though. Reactive Advanced Experimental blah, 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 blah. Yep. I think that's all I got for items. I must go to the buried temple on Masada 3, where I will confront the hunter, the emissary, and their allies for the final artifact. Oh. So that's the key. I don't currently have the final artifact. The final artifact's in this buried temple. They knew I'd eventually have to go there for it, so they decided to just skip ahead a few steps, and I see. There's characters that want to talk to me, of course. I got another level up, but I want to save that for ship command. I'm still at 0 out of 25 for that. Okay. Well, this
What?
area is behind a loading screen door. So I think I'm going to need to find my way out of here. Hello. I like your hair. With all the chaos that I experienced in this place, finding my way out of here might
Don't touch anything.
actually be very difficult for me to do. Clinic, stairs, dining hall. Stair, atrium?
Howdy.
The dining hall again?
Pardon?
I am definitely feeling like I'm going around in circles. This is called the main hall. Oh, the foyer. That's a good sign. Ooh, thank goodness. Thank the goodness of the gracious. Anything left to say to me,
No
Ethan?
unexplained disappearances lately? Good.
Everything back to
Getting there.
normal?
We're still trying to connect to the research level's control system. A lot of the circuits were just fried. And I think the engineers are going to be repairing robots for a while.
Okay. I know I'm like so thrilled that I finally found the way out of here,
Yes?
but him having some ending dialogue made me really want to see if the other named NPCs.
This is a lot to process.
Here we go. Oh yeah, I have that control unit. Have you learned anything about the artifact?
Other than don't mess with it? No, not really. Whatever that thing is, it's beyond anything we've encountered before.
Yeah, I think don't mess with it is just good advice for everyone. What do you plan to
We'll
do now?
recover what data we can from the probe. After that, we'll see.
And last but certainly not least, do you still want my control
The
unit?
one from the other universe? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be studying this for a long time.
She gave me 3,600 credits for giving her that. Nice. How do I get to your boss's office from here? I really just want to touch base with her before I leave. There you are.
What can I do for you?
What are you going to do now?
I need to prepare my report for the consortium. After that, we'll begin analyzing the data we were able to collect from the probes. Perhaps we can learn something about these other universes. It could be the start of an entirely new field of research.
What are you going to tell the consortium about
Nothing.
the artifact?
When the incident was over, our mysterious distortion had regrettably vanished.
I see. She's going to keep it on the DL, what actually happened. I can respect that. Okay. Freedom! Ugh, I feel like I've been underground in that facility for an age. Oh, it feels so good to breathe the fresh, extremely solar irradiated air. Oh, let me breathe it in. Hold on, I need to take off my helmet for this. That's some good air. Alright, enough shenanigans. We're gonna go definitely talk to just everybody that we can talk to. Because this is I guess not the final mission of the game, but probably the second to last mission of the game. And I think this one's just going to be, well, I don't know how big this underground temple is. I guess I shouldn't speculate about things I really don't know. Let's get on board the Nova and start by talking to everybody that is here on board, which is quite a few members of Constellation, but not all of them. I'm notably going to have to go back to the lodge to talk to Sarah. But to be fair, Noel
I'm all
and
ears.
Mateo and the other members of Constellation that I can't assign as crew are all there at the lodge also.
This is amazing. The unity, the multiverse. This is everything and more. Literally.
No, Barrett's very excited about everything we've discovered. I knew they weren't alien. No, I did not know that. Humanity is, yeah. We can't, yeah. There's a lot to unpack
No
here.
kidding. Think of the dissertations. Boundless topics,
Barrett the
no
scientist.
bounds. Except the books. They're bound. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule
the
that out,
Starborn,
but it
right.
feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. They are monsters. People have suffered because of their nonsense. I mean, true. Well, when you put it like that, now I feel cheated. Do you really trust these people after everything they did?
No, not even slightly.
All right,
There
good.
are people
Glad
who
we're still on the
obtain
same
power
page
in
with
some
that.
unfair way, and some of them have used that power to cause suffering, and others just didn't want to share. But that's what regular people do every day of the year.
He seems ready to forgive them, but also says he doesn't trust them, so... Forget about the Starborn. The Unity is the
True.
central issue here.
We need to approach this critically and carefully. We can't just jump in.
I think we're going to end up literally jumping in.
I mean, we could, I guess. But
Yeah.
it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed
Aren't we
space
all
shark.
going to enter the Unity together?
There are
Isn't that
too
the
many
whole thing?
variables.
Yeah, I would have thought you'd be the first to want to enter the Unity. Whoever enters the Unity might become our next enemy. No, because they'll be in another dimension. Has my character learned nothing about how this works? Or maybe I just stay exactly who I am. I would have thought you'd be the first to want to enter the
What?
Unity.
No. I just have to go back and forth about it for a while first, and then I'll be completely fine. Just part of my
Okay.
process. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now?
What if I'm not ready for
It's
this?
a nexus point for all universes with infinite possibilities. What could go
What could
wrong?
go wrong? Agreed. I need to do this, Barrett. I won't do this without you.
The way I see it is anybody entering the Unity has
like
no
that.
more regular people concerns. But I do. That's my only worry. I just feel like I would be susceptible to becoming one of the bad ones. And I cannot do that. My 100-year-old grandma would become a Starborn, track me down, and I can't even say what would happen. But it might involve the Space Shark Ghost God thing.
Thanks, Barrett.
Anytime.
I think.
The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time.
Okay,
It's
sure.
not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related.
Yeah, what's up, Barrett? This is interesting. Like, I thought, I feel like I'm perpetually misunderstanding what the main story of this game is. I think that's my big problem with it. Like, I don't understand what my character's goals are. Even now, this deep into the main story, I don't understand what I'm working towards. Like, I understand surface level what I'm working towards. Assembling the armillary so that me or those I've allied with or my faction can access
Okay, continue.
the Unity. But I thought I finally had an understanding that like me and Constellation would be going, like the Constellation group, we'd all be traveling through the Unity together, and Barrett's just shot that like assumption down. He's like, "No, you're going to be doing it on your own." And I'm like, "How does that make sense? Like I would just be leaving you all behind in a universe with no more artifacts where no one can access the Unity, right?" And then, so the another thing that occurs to me is that maybe the one of the plot holes could be solved if, like,
Need a moment?
I do need a moment. Thank you, Barrett. If after you enter the Unity in your universe, if all the artifacts from your universe get redistributed randomly across your universe so that other Starborn can then go about gathering them again in your universe, because I guess that would help me understand how the emissary and the hunter are like both succeeding all the time. Like, and it's just a race for them to gather powers and power up. An
Go
arms
on.
race, if you will. But like one of them succeeding doesn't like eliminate the possibility of the other one succeeding. It just delays it, or it's just a setback for the loser in that race. I guess that would like I guess I want to believe that's how it works because it's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't understand why Barrett's like, "Oh, you're gonna do it." I even said like, "Oh, I want you to come with me," and he's like, "No, I'd become evil if I went through." And I'm like, "I'm not talking about you going through alone.
Anything else?
I'm talking about us going through together." That's why I said us. Yeah, I have time. Tell me what's on your
Thanks.
mind.
This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now.
Yeah, I've got a lot swirling in my
So,
brain. Go.
I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you.
Ooh. Oh no. When I talked to Barrett, I didn't think I'd be making like a rest of the game altering decision, but now I think I am. I think I've been sucked into exactly that. I have to choose whether to let Barrett have a power or not. The problem being, I don't know what the other powers are. Like, what if the best power in the game is at the next temple I go to, and I let Barrett have it instead of myself?
And?
You can get powers too?
What, you think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory, but I venture anyone who experiences visions from touching an artifact is now connected to them. You got a vision, I got a vision. You got a power, ergo.
Ooh. Ugh, crud. I am not able to back out of this dialogue tree. I am not ready to make this decision. I need time to think about this. Okay. As much as it pains me, I think I am going to load this save. Now that I know that that's the other thing he wants to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go through the same conversation I just had with him, get to that point and say, let's talk about it later, and do some thinking on that. He's the only member of Constellation that I could talk to that could possibly make that request of me, so it's just bad luck that he was the first one I talked to, or good luck, depending on your perspective. I think the way I want to approach that request of his is to find another temple and to, get it on my own.
Great day for some exploring, huh?
To see what power it is, and then let him have it if it's not.
I was just thinking about you.
Hey there. I hope you're well.
Thanks for stopping to chat.
I really want to dig into all these
Always a
characters
pleasure,
that
Captain.
that have finally got on my crew, but I feel like there's too many big things happening right now for me to justify taking the time to do that. I at the very least want to find Barrett again so I can get back to the same point in his dialogue that I was at before. I feel like all the members of Constellation that are on my ship are hiding from me right now. The game sensed that I reloaded at that vulnerable moment, and it's decided to punish me by making Barrett and Andrea inaccessible to me.
Need something?
Here's Barrett.
The Unity.
A lot to unpack
No
here.
kidding. This explains so. They're disorganized. We never rule that. No. They're people who obtain. But that's what regular. True. Or. But it all comes back. You might lose yourself. What? No, just part of my problem. Of course, at the end, our entire... Why would we stop now? It's a nexus point for all... The way I see it is, and I cannot, but it might involve... Anytime. You're guiding it's not on...
Let's talk about this later.
You know where to find me.
I sure do. You just sit on that desire. Alright, I got through that pretty
Got a minute
quickly.
to
Oh,
chat?
Andrea's in here too. How convenient.
Maybe a few minutes.
So, we finally have all the answers. And yet here I stand, feeling like I understand even less than I did before. This
Yeah, sorry I
talk
talked to you in
of
such weird
the
lighting,
unity
Andrea.
of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply too much.
I'm sure I've already mentioned this, but I'm very disappointed that I can't talk to anyone in Constellation about what I found out about the true fate of Earth. I feel like that's such a big revelation. Goodness gracious. I didn't even I was so distracted I didn't hear what she said, really, or it didn't stick in my mind. My brain is just broken right now. The artifacts, the power of the Starborn, it all seems to add up.
Was there more?
Yeah, lots more. Can you just chill? I'm very exasperated. You don't seem happy about any of this. There's only one way to prove whether it's true. Someone has to enter the... Someone, again. Am I going to get to make a choice? Am I going to be able to, like, send through a random member of Constellation or, like, go in myself? Is that a choice I'm going to have at the end of the game? The artifacts, the power, the Starborn, it all seems to add up. It really doesn't, though. But...
Does it? Perhaps you
Yes.
find all this satisfactory, but I am afraid I do not. We must take the word of a murderer and follow him into the Unity? What if it does nothing the Starborn have claimed?
Oh, dang it, what? See, I'm so mad at myself. I'm sorry, I have to reload again because I guess I was so distracted by both what was happening in the game and what was happening in real life at that moment, that I guess I misunderstood what she was asking me or what she said. So the answer I gave made it sound like I was trusting of the Starborn, which I do not trust the Starborn. So I'm like really mad that that dialogue sent me down that path. So I'm gonna have to replay this again. I may very heavily edit this video to remove some of this dilly-dallying. I do feel like this episode especially has been
I'm ready to head out again when you are.
full of a lot of BS that I really am not proud of.
Excuse me, what?
Sorry about all of this.
This is...
We're going to talk to Barrett,
unit-
then I'm going to say it like I clearly need to be saving after every single piece of dialogue I do. In fact, I'm going to start his conversation off with, we can't trust them.
You're right, of course. Not after what they've done. But, I mean, if it's true, it's true. No matter what the messenger has done to us. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, pet. We never rule that out. No. They're people who obtain power, but that's what regular people... True. But it all comes back. You might lose yourself. What? No, just part of my process. Of course, at the end, our entire... Why would we stop? It's the nexus point for all... The way I see it is, but I cannot do, but it might involve this. Anytime. You're guiding constantly. It's not on. You know where to find.
You need something from me?
All right, we're going to talk to Andrea, but let me save my game first because I'm just like, I'm so discombobulated right now that I'm regretting all my decisions the second I make them.
I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about it.
Yeah, Barrett, I'm well aware of what you want. Let's turn on the lights. Something weird's going on with the lighting on my ship right now, which is also distracting me.
And yet here I stand, feeling like I understand even less than I did before. This talk of the unity of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply too much.
I think my game is really struggling right now, so after I finish the dialogues with, I think these are the only two members of Constellation on my ship, I'm gonna do a reload so that hopefully we can resolve some of these, like, glitches that are happening. You don't seem happy about any of this.
I do not see how any of this is cause for celebration.
We finally know what the artifacts mean. We've been through so much to understand this all. Even the Starborn know we won't give up. We've won? The lighting is really bothering me. We finally know what the artifacts mean.
I suppose that is true, if what the Starborn have told us is also true. But that means... what? Someone steps into another universe?
She says someone.
How can we just casually consider doing something like that?
It's okay to be scared. This is a huge leap. We have to see where this leads, what the Unity is. We need to finish what we've started. There's too much at stake to do anything else. Yeah, I feel like she won't like this. She's going to be like, I'm not scared, I'm just concerned. I really want to see this through. And I need your support.
Of course, I want to support all of Constellation, you included. But it is so much to consider. Even if everything the Starborn have said is true, if you pass into this Unity and come out in some other universe, look at who they are, and what they have become. They have the faces and voices of people you know, but are nothing
Yeah,
like
she
them.
makes a really good
Are you
point.
not at all worried that the same fate would befall you?
Very much so.
That you would become someone unrecognizable to the rest of us?
Well, I mean, I won't be around the rest of you if you're not coming with me. This is happening, so you better get on. This is all just a theory until we have the artifacts. Let's focus on that first. I understand what you're saying, but I have to see this through. This is what exploring is really about, taking risks, venturing into the unknown. This is all just the theory until we have the artifacts. Let's focus
That
on that
feels
first.
very much like you are just trying to delay this conversation as long as possible. But you are not wrong. And certainly, at this point, we would not want the artifacts falling into any other hands. We should get back to it. Now that we know what to work towards, there's no time to waste.
Lay it on me.
All right.
Having a
I'm
good
gonna give
day?
that conversation. I'm really not, Autumn, if I'm being honest with you. I'm having a kind of a shitty day. I really don't like. I mean, I want to give that conversation another try. In the Barrett conversation, he liked me twice. Liked what he said, what I said twice. I feel like this is maybe my last opportunity in the entire game to get my relationship with Andrea high enough that I can start the whatever sort of romance thing or like companion quest or anything that she has going on. And I feel like I maybe flubbed up my choices in that conversation. Like that was maybe an opportunity for me to make certain choices that would have boosted my relationship with her, and I made the wrong ones.
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But
Barrett,
stop
I would
by
love for you to
sometime
just...
and let's talk.
All right, let's see if I
Just
can...
us adventurers, okay?
Yep. All right, now
So,
we've got her in nice lighting, too.
We finally have all the answers. And yet here I stand, feeling like I understand even less than I did before. This talk of the unity of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply too much.
I mean, I think I want to choose this again.
I do not see how any of this is cause for celebration.
We finally know what the artifacts mean.
I suppose that is true, if what the Starborn have told us is also true. But that means... what? Someone steps into another universe? How can we just casually consider doing something like that?
I'm going to try this. It's okay to be scared. This is a huge leap.
Even if everything the Starborn have said is true, if you pass into this unity and come out in look at who they are you not at all worried that...
I understand what you're saying, but I have to see this through.
Yes, I know. I can see it in your eyes. For your sake, I will try not to imagine the worst. Focus on the positives instead. But you must understand that I do not find this easy. We should get back to it. Now that we know what to work towards, there's no time to waste.
Okay, I mean,
It's always good to see you, Deputy.
I guess there's not a way for me to. I'm a full ranger now. Thank you. I guess there's not a way to get positive reactions out of her during that conversation. So I'm just gonna live with my choices at this point and try to move on. Let's go back to the lodge and speak to the other members of Constellation about what's transpired. Uh-oh. I may have made a boo-boo by coming back here, I'm realizing. Maybe it'll be okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Oh, that was a weird sound effect. Ooh, talk to Vladimir to locate temples as soon as I got in here.
Captain,
I like that.
I have been idling and awaiting my next order.
I know, Vasco. I'm sorry about that.
Let's get a second opinion, shall we? Walter and I were just discussing the expenses incurred during the attack.
No, I was explaining that there's nothing to discuss. It's been taken care of.
It seems that Walter has taken it upon himself to cover the costs of the repairs to both the lodge and the Eye, as well as any expenses relating to the funeral services.
Sam was a good man. It's the least I could do.
Thank you, Walter. That was kind of you.
It's not about looking for thanks. It needed to be done. That's all.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Walter.
Sarah, I know we argue about money all the time. Most of it is in jest, but occasionally it's not. This is the one way I can best contribute to our work. It has been, and continues to be, an honor to do so. And when this is all over, we can go back to squabbling about minor expenses. But it was important to me that I do this.
Fair enough. Well, since we're already talking about this, there is one more thing I'd like to do for Sam, and I'd like to get your opinion.
Sure.
Nothing extravagant. Just a small plaque here in the lodge. Something to remember them by. Where do you think would be appropriate?
Where do I think would be appropriate? What a weird decision. Right in the center? I mean, when I first met Sam, he was out in the garden. I've also seen him working behind the bar. I'm going to say the garden.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a nice idea. Any objections, Walter?
No, I think this is a fine idea.
Then it's settled. I'm glad we had this discussion.
And now,
me
perhaps
too.
we can try and move on.
Yes, I think that's right.
Oh, kicked off a whole bunch of stuff coming back
We've
to the
always
lodge.
considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
So now... Alright, so Vladimir's back up in the eye, as one might expect. So that's fine. We'll talk to everyone here in the lodge. Let's save now that we've gotten through that conversation we just had. We'll talk to everyone here in the lodge. And we'll, then we'll go up to the eye.
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this. This is all exciting, but take care of yourself.
I know as much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Great, let's see what you have.
We'll just sell her everything she's willing to take off our hands here.
Stay safe, okay?
Sarah,
Yeah, what is
surely
it?
you have something you want to say.
Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now.
Yeah,
The
I hear you.
emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all.
Oh, well, you think that's crazy? Let me tell you how the Earth actually ended. How the apocalypse actually came about, you see. I mean, I feel exactly the same way, overwhelmed. I mean, truer words.
Why wouldn't you be? The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete.
What kind of knowledge has been rendered obsolete?
Oh, goodness. Almost every facet of science.
I don't know.
Astrophysics, physiology, evolutionism, grav theory. The list
Well-
goes on and on. There are areas of study that will need to change, and some basic rules of science that will need to be completely blown up and reinvented.
I feel like she's exaggerating things about. It's an exciting time to live.
It's exciting, but we've made so many mistakes along the way. I worry about the damage we've done to ourselves. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current
still
problem
racked with guilt
relates
over
closely
Sam.
to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn.
Isn't curiosity one of the tenets of Constellation?
It certainly is. Without curiosity, our motivation to explore would vanish. But in this case, there's a difference between exploring the cosmos and blindly entering the unknown without being prepared for the consequences.
Human nature is definitely at fault here.
Yes, and look what it's cost us. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the hunter and the emissary.
Yeah.
You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good.
That is the running theme among all these conversations. So you think the artifacts are the primary reason Starborn revealed themselves to us?
Oh, absolutely. Their arrival in our universe is much too timely to be for any other reason. It's also clear that the need to collect these artifacts are an obsession for them.
Yeah, that's...
Almost bordering on an addiction.
Yeah,
That leads
exactly.
me to wonder what the Unity has done to their minds and their souls.
Yeah. I suspect this is your way of telling me I shouldn't enter the Unity.
No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you.
Yeah,
Will
again,
you
it
remember
sounds like
your life
I'll be
as
the
you
only
knew it?
one going.
Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn?
You'd let those questions stop yourself from entering the Unity?
Of course not. I am, and always will be, an explorer at heart.
Well, then come with me.
My concern is how fundamental the change will be to ourselves as people. We don't even know if you'll remember anything about
Again,
this
she's
conversation.
saying you'll and not will.
I'm worried what that will mean between us.
Oh. I'm sorry, Sarah. You're probably the only character in the game that I improved my relationship with enough to actually romance. I'm sorry I kept passing up on that. I probably should have just gone for it when I had the chance. This is surprising coming from someone who lives and breathes exploration.
This goes well beyond the boundaries of simple exploration. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives.
Finally,
However,
talking about us.
After we enter the Unity,
Yes.
we'll
likely evolve.
evolve.
Yes.
You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. You're a respected
That's maybe
colleague,
true.
and I wouldn't want to lose you.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. What makes you think you'd be losing
I'm
me?
not sure. I'm guessing based on what we've learned. Even if I accompany you into the Unity, the question still remains.
Please do accompany me.
Would we know each other anymore? Even if we did, would we care? Part of what I do as chair of Constellation is weigh the costs of our expeditions. And this one, the cost is extremely high.
I feel like you're assuming a lot. If you're really a colleague, then you have to trust that I'll make the right decision.
Yes, of course. Of course. Listen. I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off
I'm
into
sure
the
trying to. Maybe it would make you feel better if we enter the Unity together.
I don't know if I'm ready to make that leap, but knowing we'd be doing it hand in hand would certainly make it more comforting.
Yes, please someone agree to go
I
with me.
suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.
Okay, Sarah. I'm starting to get the impression that at the end of the day, no one in Constellation is going to have the
Captain,
balls to go.
May I be of assistance on your ship?
Vasco!
Captain, hello again. I was uncertain you would return. Goodbye for now.
Oh. I'm going to be real with you, Vasco. I was hoping that I'd be able to talk you into entering the Unity with me at least. Nobody wants to come with me. Sad, sad, sad. Let's go talk to Mr. Vladimir. Game? Oh, that was a little weird. When I was zoomed all the way in, it wouldn't let me actually click on the eye. I had to actually zoom out a little bit to get that choice. Oh! I may have just crashed a wee bit.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Alright, I actually want to get up and walk out the manual way because I do have another artifact to plug into the armillary, and presumably Doing
Anything
so
I can
will-
help you with, Captain?
Me doing so might
Hey.
make it so Vlad can point me towards more temples.
Need a
Right.
hand?
This is actually a hatch situation.
Yes?
Here we go.
Hi there, Captain.
Hi, guys. So let me go and save my game here. Because I'm not really sure how the Barrett thing is going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the location of a temple. I'm going to go get
Gave
the
up my
power.
room in the lodge so Andreja had a place to call her own. Everyone needs space to let their thoughts run solo. Oh, sorry. Was the eyes showing signs over another one of those big anomalies? Here, catch a smile.
Thanks, Vlad. I will. Altair 3. Okay. So I'm just going to sort of speed run this temple. I'm going to see what the power is, and I mean, I've honestly not been impressed with the alien powers that much. So barring any, like, godlike power that I definitely don't want to miss out on, I think I'll let Barrett have this one. Hello. Oh, you're just a rando UC ship. Scanner anomaly.
Landing site is sufficient.
I'm honestly quite curious if Barrett's capable of getting the powers. Like, it's definitely something I'm interested in knowing the answer to. I mean, I assume he would be. It's an interesting, like, late game decision for the, you know, them to be forcing me to make. First time in a while I haven't been able to immediately recognize where the temple is from. From my ship. I think it's on the other side of this hill. Oh, it's right here. There's like a rock that's perfectly positioned to obscure it from me. Not even a hill, it's just quite literally a rock. This one I can believe, like, people having a hard time seeing. Ooh, Temple Lambda. This is the one that corresponds to the artifact I just picked up. Ooh, this is a little bit different than what we've seen before. Very interesting. Uh-oh. Made a boo-boo. Oh, I think I made a boo-boo. Alright, I know I'm about to be attacked, but I'm going to try and pay special attention to what power it is. Eternal Harvest, okay. Okay. What has blossomed will bloom once more, ripe for the picking. What has blossomed will bloom once more, ripe for the picking. Alright, I have a theory about what that power does, and if it does the thing I think it does, then I am 1000% okay with Barrett having it. Let me go, test. We're gonna go test that. I cannot test it on this planet, though. So let me take a look at the map of this system. Is there a planet in this system I could go test this on? Yes, there is. Altair 2. Okay. We're going to Altair 2. Like, I think... Hello? Oh, Galbank ship. These Galbank haulers, I imagine, have a bunch of credits on them. Ew, I've been on this planet before. I think I actually picked up an artifact from here at some point. Storage yard? Apparently been there also. Let's go to the crash site. That should be interesting. So my theory on how this power works is it's just like when you walk up to a...
landing gear is ready. Site is
when
clear.
you walk up to Flora on a planet and you click on it, you get... Sorry, I'm not going to talk over the loud sound of the ship and Barrett yapping away. When you walk up to a flora on a planet and you click on it, you basically harvest it. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to be able to test this right away. So my theory is that, like, harvest, structural root added, structure. Yeah, okay. So that is what the power does. Okay, Barrett can have that. Barrett can have that. I know there's like a whole horticulture minigame, botany, in Starfield, but I've not even remotely begun to explore that because all the stuff you get from flora and fauna in this game is just like not worth. I don't feel like it's properly rewarding to like... Well, anyway. Neither here nor there. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to load my game now. The one from the eye. And I'm going to walk back onto my ship before talking to Vladimir. And I'm going to see if... I'm going to go ahead and accept Barrett's proposition and see where that leads. Because if it leads to him getting that lambda power that I just picked up, I am so okay with him being better able to grow plants. Like, good for him. More power to you, Barrett. And I'm curious how he'll feel about that. It may be that he can't acquire the powers. That, like, because of... maybe it requires, like, I was the one who got the vision when I touched the Lambda artifact. I don't know. I don't claim to know how it works. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, let's just board the ship. Let's see if Barrett's still interested in...
Give some orders?
Something? Happy
Whoa, hello everybody.
What's on your mind? Do you have time to talk? I had a favor to ask.
Yeah, I have time. Tell me what's on your mind,
Thanks.
Barrett.
This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now.
Sure, yeah.
So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means.
Sure,
And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really.
Yeah, me already...
I think it's time I joined you in the
favor
physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you.
Yeah, like, that's actually a pretty big favor. Like, yeah, the size of a plank length, the smallest, you know, theoretical length in the universe, I feel like that's a bit of an under-exaggeration of how big of a favor you're asking. You can get powers
You
too.
think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory. But I
fact he's
venture
making superhero
anyone who
jokes makes me feel like
experiences
he would not be
visions from touching an
responsible for power.
artifact is now connected to them. You
Yeah,
got
I mean,
a
it's a fair
vision.
theory.
I got a vision. You got a power. Ergo.
Amelia's struggling behind him. Barrett, I think Amelia wants to get by. Could you scooch? Let's go get your power. Yeah, let's go get your power then.
Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
He has, Shit.
Hi, how's it going?
Sirius 2A is not Altair. Amelia, dear. Oh.
Yes, you
game.
need me?
Why would you do that to me? Why? Why? So it really is. I can't like preload, find out where this leads. Four undiscovered temples. Interesting. Definitely very interesting. I like. Oh, woof. I'm reloading this autosave on Altair 2. This will be after I got my power and when I was leaving the ship to test how it functions, I believe. God, of course, I should have known Barrett already did an end run around me and got the location to a temple. Very notably, like, it's very possible that you just can't find the temple that he asked Vlad about. Without him getting that information. Starborn ship we're running towards. It is. I don't really feel like. Don't really feel like going over and fighting some Starborn right now. Okay. So I just got that alien power. Let's go back to the eye and see if Vlad can give me another location. In fact, there's a few things I'd like to test out. I didn't pay attention to what planet in the Sirius system we were being led to by that. But I did catch the name of the star system. It's the Sirius system. So I think also worth... I think maybe a good way to wrap up this episode is going to be doing some exploring again. Going to some... Wait, isn't Sirius the pup? No, maybe not. Have I been to both Procyons? I have. Tau Ceti. Van Manens. Captains. Eridani. Delta Pavonis. What's up, gamers? It is me from the future. This video and the next video, time getting away from me like it is apt to do when I'm playing this game, ran really, really long. This one over 3.5 hours long. So I am editing those 2 episodes into 3 episodes. So this is the end of part 1 of that exciting trilogy. We're going to pick up right where we left off next time. With exploring the unexplored stars in the Starfield. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, have a fantastic day.